If you want to stand out this school year, these are going to be the shoes that you need to go ahead and get for 2025. You've probably seen all these different sneaker videos and you might think you've seen it all, but pair number 5 just might surprise you, and I've saved the most versatile one for the end, y'all. First off, section 1, we gotta start off with that daily driver, and I feel like how could we not start this video off with daily driver? And I feel like a daily driver in my description is something that can be used for basically any different scenario, and it says daily, meaning that it can be used in an everyday type of way. But with that being said, you definitely need one sneaker that goes to everything, and a couple of scenarios you can think about include maybe gym class, could be lunch with friends, or maybe even dressing up for school photos. Now I gotta say, the retro runners that have been dropping, or not have been dropping because these trends kind of cycle back from years ago, but I gotta say, like, these Y2K sneakers that have been coming out like on trend have been really comfortable. They're lightweight and they're stylish without even trying too hard, you guys, because they come in neutral colorways, and they come in colorways that are not only neutral, but they also come in colorways that are just very practical and very wearable. So get you a pair of, maybe I would say, some New Balance 1906 Rs. You got the Nike Zoom Aero 5 and the Asics Gel Kanyo 14s, just to name a couple. But I ain't gonna lie, just the 3 I named right there are some crazy game-changing picks that are gonna definitely elevate your style. And if you do want to get some more picks that are gonna definitely elevate you, I recommend you click my info card up here, which will go ahead and show you guys and put you guys on with an infinite amount of inspo. But enough of that, let's get on to section number 2. And section number 2 is gonna be where we make our statement, y'all. This is gonna be our statement sneakers, and here we're kind of looking for like that extra color pop with some vibrant colors, or maybe even a collaboration of some sort. Now with that being said, when you want that pop, whether it's a holiday, it could be your birthday, it could be like a spirit day, or just a casual flex where you feel like really popping out, these bring that extra heat. Now a little bit of color, a unique shape, or a limited collab definitely will make people notice. And I gotta say, one of the ones that kind of snuck up on me this year had to be the Crocs Echo Wave. That was a slide that I feel like initially when I had got them in person, I didn't really like the overall design, but as I kind of like accustomed to it and I kind of seen it as I kind of bought them, I seen it more and more often, and I like how they looked on foot. But with that being said, Crocs Echo Wave, great one. I have it on the channel if you don't want to check it out. Another one I will recommend to you guys is like the Adidas Campus 00 collabs. You got the Jordan 4 oxidized greens, just to name a few. Now section number 3, the all white classic. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, before we go ahead and get too much into this section, I got to give you guys a little story, and this dates back all the way to high school. Now in high school, me personally, I was not really a person that would wear white sneakers. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like if I was to get a white sneaker, it would just get dirty off rip, and for that reason I just completely hated on the Nike Air Force Ones. Now if you don't know what they are, I'll put them on the screen now for you guys to see. But I gotta say, I called these shoes the block shoes. I even had a couple of my friends who hated them as well, and we just all used to clown people that had those shoes on. But long story short, I ended up coming to the Nike Air Force One, and I gotta say, now it is my daily shoe, y'all. So I feel like this all white classic can kind of fit into that daily category, because you know all white is so versatile. The all white sneakers, they're very clean, they're timeless, and it goes with any different fit. All white sneakers, I gotta say, are like a cheat code, and whether it's gonna be like a school uniform you're putting it on with, or just some jeans and a tee, you're instantly just more put together with this more like minimal and like clean and timeless type of look. I'm gonna of course throw the Nike Air Force One in there. I'm gonna throw in the Reebok Club C, and I'm also throwing like the Adidas Forum Low. Now if you guys do want me to link these sneakers in future videos, make sure to comment that down below, and I definitely can go ahead and update the video so I can give you guys the direct links, but things like that, and probably give you guys a couple of hookups with some sales. But with that being said, make sure to keep these clean, get you a little sneaker care kit, which is one of those things I had to invest in. Even though I haven't put it to work yet, I invested in it, and I definitely recommend it. It's going to be a great investment, because it's not only going to be able to clean one pair, it's going to be able to clean all the other pairs you have in your collection and the ones to come in the future. And I gotta say, creased and dirty white shoes are a whole different vibe, you guys. They're not the same thing as clean whites. Clean whites just look amazing, but I gotta say, once they get a little dirty and look a little beat up, it might just be time for another pair. Let's go ahead and get in section 4. Section 4 is gonna be the lightweight beaters, and this is gonna be something that is maybe more for like the more athletic scenarios, and something that can be used on like kind of like a more daily scenario, but it's very lightweight and used for like the more up-tempo days. But here we got something that can be used for practice, maybe a gym class, maybe you're walking across campus and you need something very comfortable and very lightweight to accommodate that, and you're gonna need something very easy. So foam and slides are going really strong in 2025, and just pick one that matches your vibe. And I gotta say, this is gonna be your go go-to that might even replace your very own sneaker. A couple for me to recommend is the Nike Calm Slides. We got the Nike React X Rejuvenate Slide, which is coming on the channel very soon. I did go ahead and review the clog version of the slide, and I saw you guys liked it a lot, so I am gonna bring the review coming out within the next week or two. So if you do want to see it, make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell. Yeah, that is a couple of options. I will include any options that can accommodate these different categories. Make sure you guys give us a comment down below so we can go ahead and get a better feel of what there is out there, because I feel like, you know, I'm only limited to my knowledge, and I feel like if you guys put me down with some options as well as other people watch this video, we would just be that more stronger as a community. But don't sleep on this next one, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is probably the most unexpected essential that I've seen this year, and I just had to include it as I was cracking this whole little script. Section number 5, this is going to be the unexpected MVP. Now, I guess this kind of depends on who we're talking about. I guess this can kind of not accommodate all type of people, but I guess it would be a great thing to go ahead and try out if you haven't tried these style of sneakers. Kind of go ahead and get out that comfort zone and see if it fits with your identity. Here, the sneaker type is going to be like the trail ready utility sneakers. Now, you may be thinking of like just some crazy boots, some crazy like terrain sneakers that you wear only for hikes, mountains, and things like that. But I gotta say, if you've heard of the Solomon XT6 or maybe like even the Nike ACG line, these are two great examples that I even see that are not even just worn in the trail scenarios, but also just in that everyday type of scenario. This category is going to be great if you have that type of climates that require some waterproof sneakers, where you can't really wear those sneakers that would be very bad in terms of water and just the more wet climates, but they're very grippy. They're also very breathable, and the trail style shoes are making a major comeback this year, and not just for hiking. I gotta say, they're great for walking, biking, and even just for unpredictable weather, you guys. Number 6, we're about to get on to the last one, y'all, so stay tuned, because that is gonna be the GOAT of this video. But number 6 is going to be the dress up ready sneakers. Now, this is going to be great for like the events where you need to like kind of like have a very like, I wouldn't say old money type of look, where you want to have like a more presentable type of look to you, like a more like, I guess you could say business type of look. And this is going to be good for like presentations, events, maybe even those school dances, because I know y'all gonna be popping out to the school dances, and sometimes you got to be able to dress out without pulling out the leather loafers. Now, it really depends on your style, but I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of great picks that you guys are gonna like. But these sneakers are very clean, they're simple, and they're way more comfortable than your typical dress shoes. And some options that I do want to go ahead and incorporate include the common projects, B-balls, you got the Adidas Stan Smith Luxe, and if you don't know what the Luxe version is, it just has better quality of materials and they cost a little more. And we also do have the capris. Now, I will say, I know a lot of you guys that are going back to school, you may not have the money to go ahead and cop these sneakers at the retail price. Now, you guys are in luck, because I'm telling you guys, on this channel, I do give you guys the latest and greatest game. And if you aren't familiar with reps, you guys, reps are like sneakers that aren't from the direct company, but they use the exact same materials and they use the exact same quality, and you can go ahead and get them at a better price. But with that being said, these are just very great ways to go ahead and save, especially if you want like the more designer sneakers and things like that. So if you do want to go ahead and tap in with some rep websites, give me a comment down below. And also, I'll go ahead and put you with a link to a video up here on like some of the best rep websites. But definitely check out the rep websites if you do not want to go ahead and spend that crazy money for designer brands, or just like those more like upscale type of brands. But with that being said, now on the final one, let's go ahead and talk some versatility. And this one might be the only pair you need if you're like one of those people that can't really buy sneakers. If you are in that situation, man, this versatile GOAT is definitely going to be one of the ones you can go ahead and rock out with, and it's going to be one where it's going to be able to fit any type of fit you want to throw on. But this sneaker type is very neutral, it's supposed to be comfy, and it's cool in every circle. I gotta say, these sneakers are some you can wear 5 times a week without even getting called on, because they're just that fire. But I definitely want to say with these, a little bonus tip I do want to give you guys is stick with the more earth tones, the more grays, because they are more wearable, they're easier to clean, and they're never out of style. Now, a couple that I can go ahead and name for you guys is the New Balance 990 V6. those do come at quite a bit of a price. I would say they're about $200, but again, look at these sneakers as an investment. You're gonna buy this sneaker, and with the quality of materials and the durability to it, it's gonna last you quite some time. So if you're definitely with like a like secure shoe size, which means like your foot is not growing, I definitely recommend you make this investment, and it's gonna be definitely worth the while. You also got the Nike Dunk Low. This is another one of those great picks that I feel like people aren't really walking too much, but is one you can't really go wrong with. But yeah, Nike Dunk Low. I will throw in the Air Force One as one of the versatile GOATs as well. And I guess another versatile GOAT that I can give you guys besides the New Balance 990 VS6, the Dunk, and the Air Force One, I probably honestly would say the Asics Gel Kayano 14s, y'all. And that OG colorway, the Adidas Sambas, things like that, you guys. Let me know if you guys want some more expansion on that topic of versatile sneakers. But you guys, that is your 7 back to school essentials for 2025. And whether you're trying to go ahead and build your first rotation and go ahead and refresh the lineup, these pairs will definitely have you covered. Let me know which sneaker is your go-to for this year, you guys. We got a lot of great picks. We got a lot of sneaker drops dropping this year. And speaking of sneaker drops, I do videos on those every single Sunday with 2 different sneaker drop videos. So if you are inside the type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell. Go ahead and drop in the comments what you're deciding for your sneaker that is going to be your go-to. And I'm going to be dropping a full budget sneaker rotation guide next. So if you want that video, make sure you leave a like, and let's hit at least 15 likes on this video for that video. Subscribe for weekly breakdowns, fit guides, and things like that. Feel free to check out all the different playlists I have on this channel, and it will accommodate all your different sneaker needs. But for now, you guys, click here for some more informational sneaker videos. I'll see you in that one.